What's up, guys? Anyways, before anything else, please don't forget to drop that like button. Click the subscribe, okay? Because, hey, again, it helps the channel grow. And also, drop me a comment. Positive comments. If you don't have a positive comment, drop me an emoji. Because, again, if you're coming over here crying about price because you cannot keep up with your own decisions, well, all I'm going to do is just delete it. And if you continue, I'm going to block you from my channel. I'm free to do whatever I want, right? Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. Wink, wink. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we're gonna look at my Travicious Magicious, yeah, Greenlandius. We're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check out prices in details. And once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, guys, I don't know what your plan is. I don't know what you want to achieve. And to be honest, it's something that only you know. All I know is what I want, which is I want to go from zero to the multi-millionaire status. And sometimes people tell you it's not possible, you cannot do this, you need to be able to be born in a family that already had it, and your grandpa left you some kind of inheritance and this and that. Well, there are some people who are lucky enough who have that. People like you and I, we had to hustle, we have to grind to get to that point. Okay, and how do I do it? Hey, I do have a 9 to 5, which, yeah, it could get me there. I'm a senior engineer. I'm a process engineer. You guys already know that. If I work so many years, I cannot get to that point just by the job only. I do have businesses, and I do have a record label, and there's a lot of things I'm doing. But now, looking at that, I always try to find places that can help me get to that goal faster enough. And again, you start thinking about it. What do? You try to get in positions. One thing, let me say it this way. One thing is finding those things, okay? Another thing is getting yourself into the position before anybody and their grandmama gets in there. Because again, you do not want to be the exit liquidity, right? Excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. Where was I? Okay, you do not want to be the exit liquidity. But the problem with a lot of people is when you start looking at those positions and you start looking at those opportunities, the risk that come associated with it. That is the problem with people. Now, when you find a niche and then you look at the direction of how things are moving, you start to realize, okay, this is where things are going to go, or probably that's where they will go. I want to get in that line. It's like, when you are in a race, you want to, and everybody say, on your march, you're down there, get set. As soon as the gun goes, you go, right? You start running. Versus somebody who, instead of at the start of the jump, boom, they wait like a few seconds before they take off. You who took off at the jump of the gun, you will probably be ahead of everybody else, right? So the risk that come with it depends on when you jump, when you go. So, right, we've been talking about it here. Like yesterday, I told you, like I said, I was going to get a lot of hate because I was talking about XRP. Man, you do not want to see my inbox. My inbox, right? Oh, yeah. I told you, right? But I knew somebody has to say it. And I have to, okay? I have to tell you the truth because most people are getting it wrong. And this is my millionaire journey. We are not here to lose money. We are here to make money. Okay? We are here to make it, not to lose it. And when we want to make it, we want to stay in there. So, now, We look at the banking system. Everybody and their grandmama thinks like, oh yeah, once we start using crypto on banking, it's going to be a specific coin. No, it's not a specific coin, my friends. It's stable coins. They are going to use stable coins. Some people are saying maybe banks are going to have their own personal stable coins or whatever, however they're going to do it. Or maybe they're going to use USDC or USDT or something. But the important part of it is that you choose the cryptocurrency whose rails are going to be used for the banking system. And as we explained here yesterday, we already know nothing beats Kaspa. Nothing. Fast, secure, decentralized, instant payment. And we're still talking about just 10 blocks per second. We haven't even hit 30 blocks yet, or 100 blocks. You understand? Every other thing else, like some people say, yeah, that is fast enough. But when you talk about banks, security matters. When it talks about banks, they want to control themselves. They want to control it. It's like I told you, when you talk about banks, you look at the shadow behind them. It's Uncle Sam, Trumpicius Magicius, the government. And we've said it here. The government wants to know who, how much, and even when. They want to know everything. So yeah, you see Coinbase come out here doing the jumping the hoops and the loops, and you look at them and be like, man, you son of bitches, you the same people that say you don't list crypto unless it is innovative, unless it helps the environment, unless this and that. But here we are, you are listing meme coins before you even list Kaspa. A meme coin that has no value, does not help environment, does not help anything. You are listing it, but you are not listing Kaspa that is revolutionary. Make some sense out of that. So this cry wolf that they're doing, oh yeah, banking this, banking that, man, y'all full of shit. That's what I would say. You are full of shit. So yeah, so you don't come here and try to cry that, oh, you're trying to get a better deal for all of us. That's some bullshit. You're trying to get a deal for yourself. And I can tell you right now, you go against Uncle Sam, that's a bad hand. That's a bad hand. Because you try to fuck around with the good old US dollar, yeah, you're about to get your ass whooped from Monday all the way to Sunday. That's what you're about to get. So yeah, guys, we don't care about people like that because they don't look after your interests. What you care about, again, is your own pocket. And how you going to get your pocket? Being early. Being early. We're looking at Kaspa. Kaspa is jumping. Kaspa is going down. Kaspa hasn't beat all-time high. This and that. Guys, you have to understand something. Kaspa is not working for the price. Kaspa is innovating. Okay? And trust me, innovation always wins at the end. I gave you the other day the example of the car, the automobile. We started with chariots with one horse pulling. Then somebody discovered, like, you know what, if I have 5 horses, I'm going to pull better. Okay? Then somebody discovered the engine, steam engine. Started from there. Before you know it, they started with these cars that had the wheels as thin as bicycles. Before you know it, look at the cars today. We even have cars that fly today. We have cars that go on top of water today. Innovation always wins. And you look at the banking today. Banking system, or the future for banking, they want fast, secure, instant confirmation. They don't want to hear, okay, you know what, they rat chewed my cable and then we are out for another 5 or 6 hours. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear, you know what, now we have to upgrade a patch and then we are out for another 10 hours. We don't want to hear that. Or they don't want to hear somebody like, you know what, today is going to cost you $1 to run it, but if everybody and their grandmama is shopping at their groceries because it's Black Friday, okay, it's now going to cost you $20. They don't want to hear that. Fast, secure, instant. And then if you want to add stable, I also want to add that there. So yeah, you want to position yourself into those things, because a stable coin, the only reason why I would be interested in a stable coin is like I get it and I stake it for the yield. That's something that, again, I do during the bear market. I usually do that because in the bear market, you know, you take your profits. I put my profits in stable coins. And what I do, those stable coins, I lend them on a yield protocol. That's what I do. Because the bear market, instead of them sitting in my wallet collecting dust, let them make me some dollars. That's what I do. So yeah, stable coins is just for that. They are not nothing for us, for me. Now you start looking in the future, the model in which Kaspa is setting itself. Crashilandia gave you an example. Anything you do on Crashilandia, which you are called Solana, you have to use Solana's gas fees. That is why Solana went up, because the more usage came in with the meme coins, trading volume that was coming in, whether people buy or sell, you have to use Solana as fees. And Kaspa is bringing that model to the power of 1,000. That's what Kaspa is doing. Therefore, you set yourself in right now. The banking industry is $250-300 trillion market. Imagine the volume that will bring into the Kaspa's trading, and everybody and their grandmama using Kaspa as gas fees. You understand? That is what people are not paying attention to. That is what most of the people are not watching. Everybody's busy trying to tell you XRP is going to do this. That's the funniest thing. XRP themselves, they are telling you, hey, we are coming out with a stable coin. Therefore, XRP is not going to do it. It's not. I'm sorry. I know I made a lot of enemies since yesterday, but they're not going to do it. It's not going to be that. And again, we have even other coins, like we're talking about, people talking about, oh, the AI, look at BitTensor, look at Tau. Okay, this is my take. Okay, I know, again, a lot of you are not going to want to hear it, but I have to tell you the truth. This is my take. When you look at the way things are moving, and they are moving very fast, okay, go dig yourself, you will see. Banking, first of all, I'm looking at Kaspa being the number one because it has the rails, fast stable coins and everything else. I'm looking at Quant, number two, because Quant has the connection, and you can go and see Bank of England has already started, the Bank of Santander. There's a bunch of banks right now testing out Quant. Once this Clarity Act comes out and dusted, then you will see. As a matter of fact, you see Quanta start already running, right? You're looking at that stuff. Now, when you start to go to AI, that is where I have a problem. I do have a problem because if you look at the AI sector, that market is over duper inflated. And when I look at it, hey, that's my opinion. Okay, you can go make your money with it if you believe in it. Me, I'm staying away from those things. Unless you want to have a high risk, high reward type of situation. Like, first of all, Tau. Tau is machine learning. That's great. That's good with that. So when the AI goes to boom, Tau is going to run. But I'm staying cautious with Tau because we are still in the preliminary stages of AI. We are still at the beginning of AI. If you want to compare it, when I look at the AI sector, I look at it as the .com time. Okay. You all remember when the .com happened? Everything was a .com. Everything was on the internet. Everything was this and that. The prices shot. Prices went up like crazy until, okay, people started realizing it ain't what we think it is. Then the downfall came. That's the same thing. That's the same way I'm looking at AI right now. So I'm taking a chance with Cubic, not Tau, because when I look at the price, the price and market cap, that same level of risk, I'd rather take it with Cubic. Because if Cubic goes up, let's just say $1 or $2 billion market cap, yeah, I'll make a killing. Versus Tau, adding 2 billion market cap to Tau right now is not going to move the price that much. So I'm taking a chance with it. But in reality, I'm staying away from the AI sector. It's just like on stocks right now, okay? I'm looking at stocks from any automated companies that are going to deal with this. I have them on my radar, okay? Because now, think about it this way. For AI to run, we need data centers. We need power, a lot of electricity. They are going to need storage. They are going to need so many things to happen, okay? And that infrastructure is not yet, how can I put it? It's not yet perfected. Therefore, when everybody and their grandmama comes to figure out that AI is not what we think it is, because like everybody's telling you, yeah, it's going to change the world. My grandma is going to have wheels instead of legs. and Uncle T is going to be having his cheesecakes delivered by how do you say that, by warp. You know how they do in the Star Wars? They open a little window, they enter, and then they appear in somewhere the other side of the world and stuff like that. When you look at that kind of things, yeah, maybe in the future they might be possible. But right now, it's like testing it. The same thing with AI. AI is being tested. So if you're going to look at these things, I have coins on my radar. I'm not invested in them. I'm not putting my money in it because when you look at the risk to rewards, yeah, I'm staying away. But the coins I have on my radar, I'm looking at, first of all, it's going to be Cubic, number one, because the risk is high, but the reward is even higher. Then I have BitTensor Tau, looking at it. I even have a Render. The reason I'm looking at Render is because, that space, the computing space that you need to run this AI, I don't think we have it. So with Render being some kind of, how do I put this? Like a perfect example would be an Airbnb. Okay, like you want to go to any city you want to go, you don't own a house over there, but you can rent a house. That's what I look at Render like. People renting my old computer laying at home doing nothing, connected to the internet. All I can do is rent that computer power to whoever that wants it. Okay, so that's another thing why I'm looking at Render for, but not this run. Those three coins, not this run. I'm looking at them after we crash, after this next bear market, then I'll start looking at them. Okay, so you have to be very careful. You want to make money, yes, but you have to be very careful with the narratives. The narratives everybody's giving you right now, you have to look at them being like, okay, how big is the possibilities of these things happening? What stage are we in this thing? Like banking system, what stage are we? Adoption stage, that's where we are. Therefore, there is not even two questions about it. Go look at the US dollar. Like I told you the other day, anybody trading stocks in the US, including yours truly, we're looking at it like, oh yeah, stock market is running, it's really going. But if you go outside the US, okay, look at the stock market related to the Japanese yen, related to the euro, related to any other currency you want to look at, then you find out that the stock market is not performing as good as we see it compared to the dollar. Okay? And that is also another reason why I'm telling you I stopped buying gold. What was the date? I stopped buying gold in 2024, I think. Okay, because I looked at it and I'd be like, yeah, I don't want to take that risk. And I keep repeating to it right now, like, hey, guys, gold is running on fumes. When it crashes, I don't think it's going to crash below the 2024's highs. It's going to crash, yeah, but not below that. It's going to be too much. If you look at the chart of gold historically, you will see once it passes the all-time high, usually come back to where it was. That way, when the next financial crisis is, it's going to go past where we are right now. And where we are right now will become the new support. Not now. So I'm staying away from it because we're looking at it. Trumpicius Magicius talking about Greenlandius, which again, yeah, it looks like he might get away with it. Okay? And I told you, not just me. There is articles out there that tell you the next few weeks, the first part of 2026, all you're going to hear is about this geopolitical stuff. People throwing stone at each other, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And the market is going to react to it. That's why I keep maintaining when I tell you 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, we are going to find out what happens to the macro. But again, looking at where we are with the Fed, with the Japanese carry-up trade, with everything else, we have not much time. That's why I think the spring that they are suppressing so much right now, once they release it, it's not going to take that much before we hit the target that we are supposed to hit up there, and then it's going to crash. And that is when the time that, like I'm telling you, me, Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash, that is when we crash, that's when that cash part is going to make sense. Right now, most people, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Most people just looking at it like, yeah, the market is going to run. We're going to go up for a year and a half. This extended bull cycle, and there's this and that. There is not extended bull cycle. what we are going to have is a very short bear market. That's what I think will happen. We're going to go up. Let's watch what happens in the next 6 weeks to 2 months. Let's see if the market stops. As soon as it stops, guess what? We're going to drop. And the closer to the halving that happens, the shorter the bear market is going to be. That's what it is. There's not an extended bear market. It is still the same. It is still the same 4-year cycle. The only problem is that it's getting manipulated by higher people. We want a regulation. We wanted Uncle Sam. We wanted Trumpicius Magicius to step in. Here we have it, right? So, a lot of people crying about it. What are you doing? Are you crying? Are you jumping off the bridge? Like I said, I usually use myself as an example. Yesterday, one of my Jasmine trade got liquidated. Guess what I did? I jumped in. I don't have time to cry. I want to make that money. And I show you the targets I was looking for. When you look at the banking system, like most people laugh at me when I tell you Kaspa is a $10 coin. Okay, you hear people, oh, when? Because they're chasing green candle. I'm not chasing it. I know Kaspa is a $10 coin. And I even think that I'm falling short. I'm falling short because once this banking system and all this ecosystem, everything else get added on Kaspa, you will start to see it. Kaspa will go $2, $3, $4, $5 trillion market cap. And then we'll be looking at Kaspa at $100, $200, $300. Trust me, if I make an investment today and you are telling me all I have to do is wait 5 years, okay, for Kaspa to hit, let's say all I have to do is wait by 2030 or 2031 for Kaspa to hit $200, I'm in. I am in. That's what it is. I keep accumulating. Like I said, a real investment, a profitable investment, does not take place overnight. It's a 10-year window. If you ask me, as we go up in that 10-year, I'm going to keep on making money because I'm leverage trading the market. All right? We go up, I'm long in the market. We come down, I'm shorting the market. That's what I'm doing. So if you want to stop your 9 to 5, you want to make generational wealth, okay, you better be early than anybody else. I know it's going to seem that you are taking too much risk. I know. But guess what? By the time everybody and their grandmama start jumping into that bandwagon, you already 10 feet ahead. And that's how you avoid being the exit liquidity. Now, most people are just looking at it. Yeah, I'm forever, this and that. No. I'm not in it forever. I'm here to make money. That's what I'm here for. Time is going to come. Like I'm telling you, Kaspa's mining is almost at the peak. Time is going to come when all this Kaspa that you are accumulating, somebody's going to say, okay, give it to me and you get a yield. Give it to me and you do this. It's still going to be proof of work. But protocols are getting built. I mean, the possibilities are endless when you talk about Kaspa. Because again, once all this ecosystem goes live, we are not going to see blockchain or Brogdag, whatever you want to call it, the same as we've seen it before. So I'm trying to tell you right now, you want to be rich, right? You want generational wealth, right? My friend, you have to be early. You have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning before anybody else. And that's a lesson that I learned. I get up every day at 5, do my workout, do everything I have to do. And trust me, once you work out early in the morning, you feel good. You feel good, trust me, throughout the day, you feel good. And you can see it in your day-to-day activity. It's the same thing with investments. You want to get in early. By the time you get in early, trust me, it's going to be like, okay, let's just say, by the end of 2027, okay, let's just say the peak of the market, Kaspa is sitting at $3 or $4. People that start to get in there around $1, you look at them and be like, you're a dumbass because I got in when it was 4 cents. The same thing, like you see right now, those of us who got into it at less than a cent, because I got 0.00 something. Right now I'm looking at 4 cents and I'm laughing because hey, I got in earlier. Even though I am still buying right now for other reasons, which include I want to be a multimillionaire and I know where this thing is going. Okay, so it's the same thing. You want to get in early. You want to be the first in that bus. Okay, maybe the bus gets a flat tire in the middle of the way. Guess what? You only have half of the way to get to destination. You can walk that. Versus you not getting into the bus and it leaves. Now you have an entire way to walk. You understand? Things are playing out exactly like that. Instead of you listening to people telling you things, nonsense like XRP to a $500. Jesus Christ. Do you know what the market cap of XRP has to be for XRP to be at $500? Do you know that? Go look at it up yourself. You will see. And ask yourself, is it possible? Unless the entire crypto market, everything, including meme coins, put their money on XRP. Go ask yourself. Somebody talking about, and even looking at it this way, okay? XRP has been now since what? You don't even know what year. They've been doing cross-border. They say they've been doing cross-border payments, which I doubt. But hey, traditional banking are still moving more volume than XRP. Even with their so-claimed ledger working better than traditional banking, they still cannot beat the SWIFT system, the traditional banking. They can't beat it. And you're going to tell me, now that there are projects that are better than XRP, faster than XRP, more secure than XRP, you're going to tell me that these people are still going to park their money, their stuff into XRP. Make some sense out of it. I'm not your financial advisor, right? Wink, wink. But what I'm saying, go do your research. Go dig into it. Because again, it is all sitting in one right there in front of you. And if you can't see it, I don't know else. You are never gonna be able to see it. Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and cash. Okay? In every paycheck I get, I set aside some cash. Because I know, trust me, when the shit hits the fan, stocks are gonna crash. Stocks that are sitting at $100 right now will be sitting back down to probably $10 or $5 or $2, and it's almost there. It's about to happen. That bubble is getting inflated and inflated and inflated. Before you know, it's gonna pop. Okay, once it pops, let's say 5 or 6 months down the line, those stocks are going to be sitting so low. If you have cash on the side, you can buy them for cheap and then sit on them. S&P 500, you can get into it. So yeah, right now, cash part is not making sense, but it will make sense by then. You can get into Kaspa right now. It gets into $1, $2, $3, $4, you sell. Me, I'm not selling my Kaspa. I'm not doing that. I already told you guys how I'm making money until the time that I want to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. So guys, open your eyes. Do not believe anything that comes out of anybody, including me. Go do your research. I give you a way, I give you a lead, follow the lead and see if I was right or not. If I was right, yeah, you get into it. Or you can tell me in the inbox, say, hey, yeah, you the deal, you was right about it. Which so far I have so many messages of people saying, yeah, thanks, man. It was worth it. Like we're about to look right now. All right. From time to time, I give you daily signals. Those of you who got in, congratulations. Those of you who thought we are still going to Goblin Town, yeah. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. To do that, we're gonna need our good friend Crypto Bubbles. Okay, like I said, it's up to you. If you want to stay in the market, great. If you don't want to, it's up to you. First, let's start with King Kaspa, KAS, and we see here. For the past hour, 0.5% down, 0.4% up on the day, 15.1% down on the week, 14% down on the month, 67.4% down on the year. Sitting at a market cap of $1.11 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $28.80 million. You see, volume has started to climb. The volume has started, right? Anyways, now we go to the next one, which is going to be Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. What do we have here? We have 0% laying flat the last hour, 0.4% up on the day, 5.1% up on the week, 4.2% up on the month, and 23.8% down on the year. sitting at a market cap of $1.16 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $20.06 million. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. We look at the next one, Cubic. Okay, let's see if they're still throwing stones at each other. Let's see here. We have 1.8% down the last hour, 4.1% up on the day, 9.3% down on the week, 2.9% down on the month, and 71.5% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $88.01 million and a 24 hours traded at $2.46 million. To be honest with you, I didn't think Quant will hold this good. On all my assets in my portfolio, Quant is holding better. So yeah, let's see what happens after this. But anyways, we do have the next one, the Japanese Bitcoin, which is called Jasmine. We do have here 0.3% down the last hour, 1.3% up on the day, 19.1% down on the week, 12.2% up on the month, and 73.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $359.43 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $19.89 million. Okay, now we go look at the Jonathan's pet turtle called Bitcoin, which I call the orange guy. Let's see, 0.8% down the last hour, 1.3% down on the day, 8.1% down on the week, 0.3% up on the month, and 11.8% down in the year. The funny part about it, I'm laughing, is look at Bitcoin's bubble. Look at that little thing. Oh man, the store of value, right? Store of value. Anyway, darling, let's go look at the prices in the little details. Let's see what we got going on here. We do have Dixie going up, Bitcoin going up. Come on, this is not what we want, but oh well. Let's watch and see how the entire thing ends today. The problem here is, the issue why you are seeing these price reactions, like Trumpicius, Margex is giving his speech right now. And like I told you, macroeconomy will control everything, right? And what do you see? Lo and behold, what's happening? What's happening? Anyways, now let's go right quick, okay? Let's go look. Prices in details. We start first with Kaspa for the hourly. Okay, let's drop this. And we're seeing the same. Like I told you guys, we hit that support yesterday, and now we see it trying to form a W to break upside. Like again, Bitcoin start to run, this thing is going to run. There's no two ways about it, because again, price always get attracted to moving average. That never fails. So let's watch and see after Trumpicius finish talking what will be said and what will not be said. So today, TA actually I don't think is going to help anybody. TA doesn't help a lot, but hey, it is what it is, right? We got to look at the market. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, what do we see? We have, actually, you know what? It's better if we go look at it on the charts, because this one, we're just going to run right quick into it. Ribbon is still spraying. Price is trying to react. And let's see on the daily, what do we have? Yeah, still not moving yet in the direction, but we are still sitting at that support, okay? Instead of resistance, it's a support. Okay, now let's go look at it in let me choose, I think I'm gonna choose Bydfi. Let me choose Bydfi right quick. Open here. What is Kaspa? Here. Okay, go to the charts and see. Okay, this is better. Actually looking at it this way. Okay, look at it. You see it's forming a W, like I told you. One thing you can take from this is that, look, the Bollinger Band, they start pointing upwards. We are above the point of control, which means that this price probably gonna try this and start to go, right? And that is getting confirmed with the MACD, okay, and the RSI, as you can see right there. Okay, if you look at it straight, okay, this is on the 1 hour. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, we are going to have the same thing. You see, we are trying to go above the point of control. Look at the MACD and look at the RSI. Again, this shows bullish momentum. So yeah, everything is playing out like I told you. Look at it on the daily. On the daily, yesterday, as you can see, we had a buy signal. Okay, we have a buy signal right there, which shows you like, yeah, price is about to move. Look at the MACD and the RSI. See, that is also showing bullish momentum. And if you want to zoom it in, you can even see that the Bollinger Bands, okay, we are having some kind of squeeze. Now, this is exactly like I'm telling you, it's a matter of time and you want to make your money. The same thing on the weekly, we have the same thing. We have a buy signal already. Look at the MACD and RSI. And what does that tell you? Yep, money is about to be made. See, that's what I'm telling you, okay? Now, if you look at it right now, anything under 10 cents is still the same thing. Nothing else but noise. Noise and noise. After 10 cents is 15 cents. Above that, 18, 19, before we start hitting all-time high and then getting into price discovery. Everything is playing according to plan. Now, if you look at Quant, let me take Quant right quick. Quant, QNT, go into the charts, and you're going to see the same thing. Weekly, we have a buy signal. Weekly, we are testing that point of control. Look at the MACD and the RSI. We are almost like flipping again. Look at that. So yeah, we have a buy signal and everything is showing you again. So if you want to be bearish, that's up to you, man. That's up to you. I'm not. I do have my own positions open already. If you look at it on the daily, you're going to see the same thing. You see, we had a buy signal. Like I told you, like what, 3 or 4 days ago, there was a buy signal that was going to test $85, and we did. And as you can see, the buy signal is still in effect. Look at the MACD and look at the RSI. That's another thing that you have to pay attention to, and pay attention to the Bollinger Band. Bollinger Bands are beginning to face upwards. That we came back, retested the point of control, and we are going even higher. Okay, the 4-hourly, it tells you the same. Look at the MACD, look at RSI, bullish flip. Okay, so things are playing out. If you want to sit over there and cry about it, that is up to you. Now, if you go and look at it in let's see here, and I'm gonna go back. Let's see what the ribbon is doing right quick on Quant. Look at Quant, because again, those are the things I like to look at. I just show you, right? And now I like to look at this. On the hourly, look at what Quant is doing. Ribbon is about to flip green. It's curving upwards, okay? We use the moving average as support, and we're going. Look at the 4-hourlies. What do you got? See the same thing, right? Ribbon still green, curving upwards, bullish momentum. That's what it is. So yeah, no matter how you look at it, I see price action getting bullish. The same on the daily. Look at what the daily is doing. We are retesting the moving average. Like I said, price always gets attracted to the moving average. That's what usually happens. You want to sit there and cry about it? That is up to you. Now, don't ask me, okay? Now, when you start to talk about this kind of stuff, you start realizing $125 is the target. Look at that weekly candle. It looks like we are going to close it green. I hope so. That way we close above. I want to see it closing this week above $90. But well, let's watch and see what happens. Because above $125, you do have 151. Above that, 164. And before you know it, 176. Then 230, and then all-time high. Everything is playing according to plan. Now, Bitcoin is the thing that I keep telling you. There's no point of looking at Bitcoin, because whether we like it or not, they are going to pump it. There's no two ways about it, okay? They're going to manipulate it. As you guys can see, the W is breaking out on this W pattern, okay? And again, the price right now, the moving average is laying at $92,000. So this dump you're seeing right here is pure manipulation. Trumpicious with his green land use ideas, okay? So that is what's happening here. That's what is happening. And right now, it has also started to run again. Look at it on the 4-hourly. There's not much different. Trust me, they are going to pump it. They will. Okay, there's no point. I stopped looking at Bitcoin TA. All I'm doing right now, like for example, look at that ribbon. Squeezing tight, red, pointing upwards, and yet price came down. It is manipulation. It's a fake out. It is a fake out. Again, look at it on the weekly. You will see the same thing. It is a fake out. They are going to pump it. I stopped doing TA on Bitcoin because, again, look at this. This is what I'm looking at right now. The Pi top cycle indicator. That's what I'm looking at. That's the only thing. Look at the blue line. Just like I told you. I remember when we were coming up somewhere here, and I told you it's going to start curving, and this one is going to do the same until they converge. That's what's going to happen right now. So let's watch in the next 6 weeks to 2 months. Let's see where these lines are going to be, or let's see what the market is going to do. Because guys, I can't take it off my mind that when I see this thing have a sharp decline and this thing is sharp climb, I don't take it out of my mind. But hey, it's up to you, right? You are you are you, like I always say, right? You do you, I do me, and God bless America. That's what it is, right? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, as always, please, I do not condone leverage trading. If you don't know what you're doing, please practice first. If you want to learn, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex, in that order. Follow any of those links, okay? Sign up and meet their deposit requirements. Once you meet it, they are going to give you free money. You get free money, take $20 and practice. Open trade, close trade, stop loss, trailing stop loss, scaling up your trade, scaling it down, and all that stuff. Understand it, how it works. Once you do, and you are able to turn $20 to 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 100, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth, then you're ready. You can start using a little bit bigger amount of money. Okay, if you cannot do it, my friend, keep on practicing, because if you don't, I'm sorry to tell you this, you are going to be the newest member of Rec City. And trust me, they always have space for one more. Always. When they tell you, oh, it's full, it's full. We got one more. That one more gets in. No. We got one more space. They always do. And I always tell you, like, hey, I hope you are not the person. Because leverage trading is very dangerous. You can lose your money, all of it, in one set. Okay? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's start first with my Bydfi. Okay? On Bydfi, you guys know I am trading King Kaspa. Okay? I'm trading Quant and Jasmine. Okay? Let's see. Today the market is doing better. I'm up now like $7,600. Let's refresh that. Yeah, $7,600. Now, if you look at my contracts, you'll see that here on my Quant, I am still down $3,800. Okay? That's fine by me. Look at my Kaspa. I am down $306. Well, I'm doing way better than yesterday. Yesterday it was down, I think, $400 or so. Okay, my Jasmine, I am still up $1,400. Wow. If you notice, I trade at 50x and I do not use stop losses. That's me. That's my way of doing it. Okay. Next is gonna be Phemex. On Phemex, I'm trading King Kaspa, Quant, and Jasmine. My overall here is sitting at $3,600. If we refresh that right quick, yeah, still there. We look at the contracts and you find out that here on my Jasmine, I am still up $1,300 in profits. On Kaspa, I'm down $317 or $324. Okay, and on Quant, I am up $450. Same situation. I trade at 50x and I do not use stop loss. That's me. Okay, now we go to the next one. Last but not the least is going to be Wix exchange. Let's refresh this. My overall here, I am up 2,275. Okay, approximately. Now here's where that the thing came in. The Jasmine position got liquidated when the market swung yesterday, and I entered another one. That's me. So you can see, because here I trade Jasmine, King Kaspa, Quant, and Cubic. See the position. This is the position I entered yesterday. It is sitting right now at $71 in profits. Okay, hopefully maybe yesterday was the bottom for that run, but oh, it is what it is. Okay, now we look at my Kaspa. I am still down $303, which is okay. You look at my Quant, I am up $457, and you look at my Cubic, I am still up $32. That's why I told you guys, despite the crash, it looks like Cubic held better. Okay, the same thing. You can pause it and look. I trade at 50x and I do not use stop losses. That's me. Okay. Now let's go look at my son's Acorn account. Okay, that's where I'm teaching him how to trade on stocks and on ETFs. Okay. Then we see here. What do we have? It's up $789. Wow, that's nice. You see, 760, 789. So it looks like stock market is doing better. So if you look on this positions, which again is not much, he's 9 years old, he's still up 3.94%. okay, So we see S&P 500, $369, medium companies, $47, small companies, $23, international companies, $191. And we do have the bonds, which you have the short-term bonds, which are $47, and the US aggregate bonds are sitting at $111. So yeah, I'm proud of the boy. He's 9 years old and he's doing this. That tells you that you, who is a grown-ass man, you can also do it, okay? Wow, it has started to rain. Anyways, now, as you guys can see, I'm trying to tell you, the chances are there. The opportunity is there. The question is, are you going to take it? That's the question. Or are you going to sit there and cry about it when everybody else is making money? That's the same question. Okay, so instead of jumping the bridge, banging your head against the wall, my friend, position yourself earlier. If you do, you're going to make that money. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please do not forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Drop me a like. It'll only take you 1 second, right? And drop me a comment. If you don't have anything positive to say, drop me an emoji, because any negative comments is going to get deleted, like always. If you want to spread FUD, delete it, and when you go to strike 3, I'm going to block your ass from my channel. It's that simple, okay? Until I see you in my next one, my friends, don't forget it. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to share, so that other millionaire-minded status like you and yours truly, we all can see the videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye. These people, I don't know you. Fuck off.